Welcome to Todd Slaughter's Elvis Tales of the Unexpected. You know, when Tony Prince walked on the stage of the Las Vegas Hilton saying that he was from Radio Luxembourg and that in the audience were 200 Brits, everybody went wild. Elvis knew about Radio Luxembourg, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But after Tony came off the stage, and then at the end of the show, he was mobbed by former American servicemen who were based in Germany. Now, Charlie Hodge, Elvis's second in command, if you will, said that they never listened to AFN when they were in Germany, the American Forces Network. And when you look at the programs that were shown and that were broadcast then, they're pretty awful. You've got Family Theatre, Spotlight, People Are Funny, the AFN Playhouse, Stick Buddy Jamboree, whatever that was, Music in the Air, What's My Line, Jazz Workshop, Groucho Marx, Suspense, Dusty Draper, whoever he is, World of Music, Gunsmoke, Stars of Jazz, Jim Backus, and Bandstand USA. Hardly the pop music of the time. Elvis listened to Radio Luxembourg on 208 metres. 208 metres. And the programmes were quite remarkable. Jukebox Jury with David Jacobs, Mario Lanza, Opportunity Knocks with Huey Green, Perry Como, Woodbine Request Time with Jack Jackson, Pete Murray, Acker Bilk, Ruby Murray, Jack Good. He of course produced the Elvis musical. He did a show called Top Rank Turntables, the Marty Wilde Show, the Johnny Mathis Show, the Billy Fury Show, Elvis Presley and Cliff Richard Show, Alan Freeman broadcast there, Billy Wright, the football player. He played non-stop pops with Dickie Valentine, Jukebox Top 20 with Barry Olis, and Capital Choice with Don Wardell. Don Wardell, of course, went to the States and produced Elvis Presley's records. Now, this is nothing to do with Radio Luxembourg, but it is a little bit, because I'm going to tell you about a man called Tony Atkinson. Tony Atkinson was a guy who, in 1940, during the raid on Dunkirk, was captured by the Germans, and he was sent to a prisoner of war camp in the Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic these days. Now, being a soldier, he wasn't really a valuable prisoner because they were really trying to keep the airmen down. So they went to Colditz and all sorts of wonderful places. When he was wandering, because you could leave the prisoner of war camp whenever you wanted, when he was wandering through Czechoslovakia, he sort of went into Germany and found a dead German officer on the floor. So he stole his uniform, and he had pockets full of Reichsmarks, which was great for Tony because he was able to actually do something, and he spoke German. Now, he'd sort of ploughed his way on foot through Germany to Luxembourg. And when he got to Luxembourg, he stayed at the Alpha Hotel, which General Patton used after the Americans won the war, if you will. And of course, General Patton is based in Luxembourg, where Radio Luxembourg is. Now, he stayed at the Alpha Hotel, did Tony Atkinson, and he had breakfast with Lord Haw-Haw, this guy here, the great Irish traitor. Then he went to Paris, and then he eventually got to Spain and got home. Now, he was the printer that produced Elvis Monthly, Fury Monthly, Pop Weekly, which was produced and financed by Robert Stigwood. He managed the Bee Gees. Then you've got Teen Beat, which was edited by Kathy McGowan. Mod's Monthly was edited by Vicky Wickham, who wrote You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, which Elvis recorded. And she also produced, with Elkin Allen, Ready, Steady, Go. And it was Elkin Allen that approached Colonel Parker with the idea of doing a show with Elvis via satellite from the States, following on from my Elvis Vitel Star idea. We were also the printers for Dr. Stephen Ward. He was the part of the Perfumo affair, and we all know about Christine Keeler and Mandy Rice Davis. When we had an Elvis event in France, I took my dad, and Tony Atkinson showed him all the brothels that he visited in Paris whilst on the run from the Jerrys. But did you know, from 1964 onwards, Albert Hand wasn't the editor of Elvis Monthly, although he signed it as editor. It was all done by that wonderful man, rest his soul, Tony Atkinson, not Albert. Thanks for joining me. And let me dedicate this programme to the lady that deals with all the fan club online subscriptions, and that is Sally Malloy. And you know, if you want a good Bloody Mary, you have to put this in, and if you want to dance well, you have to put this in.